Hello, I'm Jerri Sutherland with eXp Realty. How will high unemployment affect rising housing prices in Galveston, Texas in 2021? This past year has been a truly remarkable year as home prices have appreciated substantially, says Lawrence Yearend, Chief Senior Economist for the National Association of Realtors. A typical homeowner, just by being a homeowner, would have accumulated around $24,000 in housing wealth. Let's check out some February sales figures for single-family closed listings in Galveston, Texas, and see what effect high unemployment in Galveston will affect rising home prices in 2021. Let's get started. Here are the year-end price appreciation numbers from the Federal Housing Finance Agency and two other prominent pricing indexes. The Federal Housing Finance Agency, in their report, Home Price Index Report for 2020, reported that U.S. home prices had appreciated at an average of 10.8%. CoreLogic, in their report, Home Price Insights, reported that U.S. home prices had appreciated at a rate of 9.2%, and S&P Case-Shiller, in their report, U.S. National Home Price Index, stated that U.S. home prices had appreciated at a rate of 10.4%. In January 2021, the greater Houston area housing market continued its momentum with which 2020 ended. Looking at February 2021 sales figures, the latest report from the Houston Association of Realtors shows that single-family closed listings for Area 33, Galveston, Texas, as follows. In February 2021, there were 395 single-family closed transactions, and in February 2020, there were 391 single-family closed transactions. The average sales price of a home in February 2020 was $370,640, and in February 2020, $311,496. The median home price in February 2021 was $292,000, and in February 2020, $259,999. Average square footage price for February 2021 was $169 a square foot. In February 2020, $148 a square foot. Typical home sold for 96.6% original list price in February 2021, and in February 2020, the typical home sold for 94.9% of original list price. Home prices in Galveston have risen about $32,000 since February 2020, or about $21 per square foot. Inventory is low. Inventory has decreased by about 10% since February 2020. The unemployment rate for Galveston, Texas at present is 8.3% in figures released February 3rd, 2021. Economic recovery is slow and staggered. The U.S. unemployment rate at present is 6.2% according to the latest report from the U.S. Labor Bureau in a report dated 3/5/21. Texas unemployment for January 2021 was 6.8%, down from December 2020 of 6.9%. Texas added 30,800 total non-agricultural jobs, and the private sector moved in the same direction, adding 32,600 positions for the month. Continued job growth in January is a promising sign for Texas economic recovery. The Texas Workforce Commission continues to provide opportunities for Texans to enhance job skills or to find a new job. Watch next week as we complete the final video in this 4-part series, Questions Home Buyers and Sellers Have in Today's Real Estate Market. The topic for the video will be, how do I know which agent I can trust in the home buying and selling process. See you next week. On home price forecast, the Mortgage Bankers Association forecasts home prices across the U.S. to rise by 10.3%, NAR, the National Association of Realtors, by 6.6%, Zeman by 6%, Realtor.com forecast home prices in the U.S. to rise by 5.7%, Freddie Mac 5.3%, Fannie Mae by 4.2%, and at the low end of the spectrum, CoreLogic expects home prices in the U.S. to appreciate by 2.9%. The average of all these forecasts is 5.9%. Demand for housing is dependent upon income. With high economic growth and rising incomes, people are able to spend more on houses. This will increase demand and push prices up. Similarly, in a recession, falling incomes may mean people can't afford to buy a home, and those who lose their job may fall behind on their mortgage payments and end up with their home in foreclosure. Related to economic growth is unemployment. When unemployment is rising, fewer people are able to afford a house, but even the fear of unemployment can discourage people from entering the real estate market. Geographical factors. Many housing markets are highly geographical. National home prices may be falling, but some areas may still have rising prices. Desirable areas can often buck market trends as demand is high and supply limited. As an example, homes near good schools and homes near a good public transportation system. I don't feel like rising home prices will be affected by the higher unemployment rates here on the island. I do feel like there are other significant factors at work contributing to higher home prices, and that being low inventory, low interest rates, confidence the housing market is a good investment, high mortgage availability, and Texas economic growth, new jobs. Bottom line, home price appreciation will be strong this year, but it won't reach the historic levels of 2020. If you'd like to find out what your house is currently worth, contact me, your local real estate professional, at 281-796-0153. I'd like to talk to you and give you a free competitive market analysis.